One of the brilliant days of racing on the Australian racing calendar confronts us this weekend, Mick, with the pinnacle or the jewel in the crown of the Queensland Winter Carnival. Stradbroke Day, we've got the TJ Smith, the Queensland Derby, the Brisbane Cup. It's a magnificent day of racing. Michael Sharkie of The Age and thelastwordracing.com.au. Thank you kindly for joining me.
Not a problem, Norton Nortonius.
It is the Latin, or the Roman. A huge day of racing. And before we sink our teeth into it, I think it's probably relevant of us to get all the news on the Stradbroke and all the big races on Saturday. So g'day to you, Nat Edwards at the news desk.
Thanks, Jake. The Bart Cummings-trained Dariana will run in Saturday's Group 1 Queensland Derby at Eagle Farm after passing a barrier trial test on Tuesday. Dariana, who refused to jump in last week's Queensland Oaks after getting her head stuck in an adjoining stall, will start this Saturday from Barrier 1. Early favourite Kaczynski drew Gate 10, while Queensland Oaks winner Miss Keepsake will start from Gate 6. To Saturday's feature race at Eagle Farm, and a drugs test has cleared Hortensia to run in the $1 million Stradbroke Handicap. Hortensia will jump from Barrier 21. Early favourite Who Got You has drawn ideally in Gate 9, while last year's winner Black Piranha will start from 15. And that's all the latest news for now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Nat. Mick, without further ado, let's just get straight into the Stradbroke. Who Got You is a very short, I think it's a short favourite, you can say. $3.30 on Betfair. In saying that, he's a lot shorter elsewhere. Melito, $7 second favourite, the only one under double figures in Betfair's market, which I think is indicative of the value you're going to get by betting at Betfair. Catapult's at $10.50, the stablemate to Who Got You. Latin News, the first emergency is $11, Hortensia $12, Grace Valena $13, Black Piranha $16, Beat at $18.50, and then I just thought I'd include one that I know you're going to mention.
I just want to know if you're ready to make millions of dollars in this race.
Of course, I'm ready. I'm prepared.
You're prepared?
Yeah, talk to me.
There's three horses we should be backing here.
Right.
Who Got You?
Yep.
Great run, first up.
Was a great run.
Better barrier. Might not have to get so far back, which will be pluses.
I reckon the further back he gets, the better, but anyway.
He'll be worse in midfield, but he might be.
He loses
last.
Loses his turn of foot
because Hortensia will be last.
Yeah.
And back on a dry track, Eagle Farm. $12 as an each-way prospect.
Each-way special.
She's the forgotten horse in this race.
And is that how we're making the millions, or have you got a third one for us?
Well, since you've gone to the trouble of including the mighty King Mufasa down the bottom.
Does he need a wet track, though?
No, dry as a bone.
Prefers it dry?
If that track was dry the other day, they wouldn't have caught him.
Give us a chop
Watch the replay. Watch the replay, punters. Don't worry about
I might have a sneaky
Norton.
5 each way on King Mufasa just to placate you.
Because if it wins, you're never going to hear the end of it.
Yeah, exactly right. So I better have something on. So Who Got You, Hortensia or King Mufasa, one of those three will win?
Correct.
I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to be laying Who Got You, believe it or not. I just think he's a tease. He needs too much to go his way. I know he's drawn well.
No one likes a tease, Jake.
No, nothing worse, I know. Whilst I do think he's suited to the shorter trips than what he's been tried over in the past, and by all accounts he's flying, he's just a risk, too big a risk for me. Too many things need to go his way. I think Melito's run in the Doomben 10,000 was absolutely sensational. She dropped some weight for age to 51 kilos. The better jockey in Corey Brown goes up. I'm very confident about her. That's how I'm going to make my millions. Melito for me in the Stradbroke Handicap. The Queensland Derby is a very good race as well.
Oh no, we can just double up here. We'll make $2 million in this.
2 million. You tipped Kaczynski a couple of weeks ago. You sticking with him?
If he doesn't win this on his ear, there's only one horse that can beat him. A sneaky little one called Fieldmaster.
Which I believe is trained in Victoria by Patrick Payne. Is that correct?
Yes, it's had 2 runs for Patrick.
3 runs
for Patrick.
Danny Brereton going up to a ride.
He's a very, very good horse.
Kaczynski,
could be a sneaky Melbourne Cup chance later this year.
Well, he's going to have to contend with about 15 of Lloyd Williams' horses in that event.
Yeah,
but Kaczynski, they were saying, had a bit left in the tank in terms of his coat and what have you in advance of the Grand Prix. He's been tuned right up for this, you would have thought. He'll be very hard to beat. He's 340.
Noonan will just have him time.
As opposed to Norton. Kaczynski's a $3.45 favourite on Betfair. Dariana $6.80. Fieldmaster, the other one you mentioned, $7. Landlord, the first of Bart Cummings, the second of Bart Cummings' runners at $8. The Hombre's been running well, $8.20, and then Sir Timekeeper is having about his 1,000th start.
Pacemaker.
This campaign. It's $15.50. I think Mahita's too long at $17.50 for one. But I'm with you. I think Kaczynski, that win was really impressive on the day. I've tried to look for a bit of value outside of him, but I think he'll win. If the Raps are as big on Dariana as they were before the Oaks, she should run well, but I'm with you. Kaczynski, the favourite there. Let's move on to the TJ Smith, the third Group 1 of the day. Press Day, a 360 favourite, just a few cents in front of Ringa Ringa Rosie at 370 presently on Betfair. Smoking Joey, who's becoming a bit of a tease as well, I think. He's 720. The rest of them in double figures. Who do you like in the TJ Smith, Shark?
I don't like anything, to be honest. I don't like this race at all.
Okay.
I think it's either Press Day or take your pick.
Press Day was really impressive, I've thought, in the last 2 starts. I'm pretty happy to have something on him. I think Ringa Ringa Rosie's way too short at 370. I don't think the races that she's been running in along Levi's Choice and Big Chance is as good a form line as Press Day. So Press Day for me there. Smoking Joe will probably run into a place. I'm laying Ringa Ringa Rosie in that race. The Brisbane Cup, haven't got a market for you punters at this stage. I know you like something in this though, Nick.
Newport.
He was a very good run last weekend at Eagle Farm, running third, Newport for Mick. And I thought we should also mention the King's Stand Stakes, which is on Tuesday night, our time, from Royal Ascot. A few of the Aussies going around over there. Niconi's favourite on Betfair, the worldwide global market, $4.50. He's only $3.50 on TAB Sports Bet. So if you're going to bet in this race, you'd be silly not to do it on Betfair. Star Spangled Banner, the other former Aussie, at $14.50. He's $10 with TAB fixed odds. And Gold Trail, $17.50 Betfair, $13 TAB fixed odds. I think the straight track uphill suits Niconi. He can do what Scenic Blast did last year and win. Your thoughts?
Lay him just before the start and then back him back at better odds in play.
In running. Very good. Mick, we'll get you a Betfair Big Spruik in a sec, but I know Nat, I beg your pardon, will no doubt be keen on something if Bart Cummings has to offer this weekend.
Absolutely no doubt.
Nat, prove us wrong.
The Betfair.
Well, guys, I know it's going to be shocking news to you, but I'm off Bart Cummings this week and I've moved on to Mark Kavanagh. I do like the look of Who Begot You's stablemate Catapulted in the Stradbroke Handicap. Last week's QTC Cup winner has had a really good lead up to the race. He ran really well in the straight 6 at Flemington, won easily last month and was second in the Goodwood. And I think at around $11, there's definitely some value there.
He's very impressive, Catapulted. Nat's gone against the favourite of the stablemates there. Sharkie, you're...
Sharkie,
Your Betfair Big Spruik.
I think we'll go, apart from making millions of dollars in the Stradbroke, we'll focus on the Derby and we'll back Kaczynski to win and we'll back Fieldmaster each way for a tasty little result. Rightio.
I'm all over Melita on the Stradbroke. I think she's drawn a couple inside Who Begot You. I think she's more versatile than he is. She can go forward or closer to the speed than he will. She has a great finishing burst. She was held up at crucial stages and ran on well. Dooman 10,000, drops to 51. I'm feeling pretty confident about her.
Getting a bit excited there.
Each way special for me. Punters, have a very good Stradbroke day. It is one of the great races.
One of your favourites.
It is one of my favourites, and I think I can justify that this week. Punters, all the best, and we'll see you before the last Group 1 of the calendar year on the racing calendar next week.